What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I am here to yet again talk about a Christmas movie that I wanted to talk about this year, and today I'm going to be talking about The Muppets Christmas Carol. Now, this film is, of course, an adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which was a story that revolved around the character Ebenezer Scrooge on kind of a journey of self-discovery or redemption, trying to turn his life around because everyone around him just hates him, and he's this terrible, distasteful individual. And this might be my favorite retelling or adaptation of that story. I like a lot of the Muppets movies. I think they're pretty solid entertainment. I watched a lot of them when I was younger, but none of them really stick out in my mind as being particularly memorable. But this movie, I think, is really something special, and I think a lot of that's due to the fact that so much of it was created practically. I mean, I know the Muppets are puppets, and they always have been, but just the sets and models and such are just so cool to me. I love how much of this film was created practically, and all the little creatures and puppets just make it feel so lively, and this movie is very lively and fun and colorful and creative, and I think it's all due to how much of it was legitimately created practically. And so many children's films nowadays just use really cheap effects and visuals, and I mean, I feel like this is just peak children's entertainment. I think it's great, and I think more movies need to look at this as a template on how to just create a really awesome, fun family movie without losing that sense of kind of realism and practicality to it. And also something else about it is that the songs are very catchy and memorable. My mom said she doesn't like the song "The Love Is Gone," but I love that song. I love all of the songs in this movie, and while being very catchy and memorable, they are also able to strike an emotional chord. Something else that's kind of cool about the songs as well is that every time before they play the main cover of the song, they play an orchestral or instrumental rendition of the same song as subtle foreshadowing for what's about to happen, because every time there's a new song coming up, they play kind of, an instrumental or orchestral rendition of it, and you're kind of like, what's this tune that I'm hearing in the background? And then it morphs into the main cover of the song. I think that's very cool. It's just a very cool little detail, I feel. And something else about this movie is that it's just very funny in a multitude of ways. What I mean by that is that they're able to generate humor from almost every aspect of the movie. You've got the puppets and their funny little antics, and you also have these reoccurring, sight gags and such that are very funny and always come in at the right times. And they're also able to generate humor from Ebenezer Scrooge's character, which is very strange because he is such an unlikable character, but they're still able to pull humor from him in surprising ways. And just comparing this to modern children's entertainment, where they try to often spoof or retell or adapt classic stories in a comedic way, while compromising the emotional core, the themes of that story. I feel like this is a prime example of how to adapt or retell a classic story in a funny and humorous way without compromising the themes or the emotional core of it, because this film on multiple occasions makes me tear up. It's surprisingly sweet and heartwarming, while also being extremely funny, and a lot of films, particularly children's films, I feel struggle with that nowadays. And of course, you have Michael Caine in there playing Ebenezer Scrooge, and he's such a great actor and just brings this level of gravitas to this character that wouldn't be there otherwise. And I just don't have a lot to say in depth about this movie. I just feel like it's a classic. It's able to retell a classic story in a funny, creative, and lively way without compromising the nature of that story. And I think it's just great. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite children's films, or I guess family films, and I love it. So you guys please let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts on The Muppets A Christmas Carol? Just whatever your thoughts are, please let me know them all in the comments below. And of course, as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.